Today we're making okra soup. It's just going to be a simple one pot okra soup. There is no need parboiling the meat and doing this and doing that along the way. It's just going to be a straight one pot okra soup. So I'm using chicken. You can use any meat you want with some gizzard in it. And because chicken, not all chicken, especially when you get the hard chicken, you don't get much fat in it. So apart from my palm oil, I'm going to add a little extra fat in it, because keto you're supposed to have like 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% carbohydrate. So this is how I make extra fat. I use it for deep frying and cooking. I just go to the store. They call it the beef salt or something. I don't know. Beef fat. And then I just cut it up and I put it in put it in the pot. Turn down the heat, stir it low, gets me my oil, and then I just store it in containers like this. So I add about 2 tablespoons of that. I don't want to use onions. I can, but I don't want to. So these are my other ingredients. This is paprika. This is 2 tablespoons of paprika. This is the okra. A teaspoon of ginger. 2 tablespoons of crayfish. This is crayfish blended with dry fish. 2 tablespoons. My trusted palm oil. My sea salt. Black pepper. This is black pepper that I just blended. I'm just going to add a little, but it's optional. You don't need it. My adobo seasoning. This is parsley. It's optional too. You don't need it. And this is my spinach, but you can use any vegetable you want. And then of course water. I'm using fresh pepper. Why I still have it in my food processor is that this thing is really hot. Just by opening it I was sneezing, so I decided to just leave it there until I need it. So I might just take maybe a tablespoon or 2 of that. It depends on how hot or spicy I want it to be. Apart from the beef fat that I added, I'm going to add my ginger, my paprika, my crayfish, seasoning, and a little salt. Then I add water. Not too much water, because the chicken is still going to bring out water, so you don't need to add too much water at this point until you know the quantity of water the chicken brings out. Then you can add more later or not. It's better to add water little as you go on than to have too much water at the first time and then there is nothing you can do about it. So you stir, you cover, and then you boil. You boil until the chicken is cooked. So we'll come back when the chicken is ready. But you check from time to time. So this is our see, you still had water come out. Now to the final step. I'm just going to add a little black pepper. A tablespoon of my complete seasoning. I forgot that at first, but I can hardly cook without this. I so love it. My crushed spicy pepper. It's really spicy. So this one I'm not going to tell you how the quantity to use. You just use at your own discretion. If you don't want it spicy, you can omit altogether. Palm oil. Also with the palm oil, you use at your own discretion. I put in my parsley. Like I said, parsley is optional. You can use your parsley, you can use your mint leaf, you can add your saint leaf, you can add your uziza leaf. It depends. Or you can omit it all together. So after a few minutes, we just add our okra. You cover, cook for a few minutes, and it's ready. And our keto okra soup is ready. Now go get some keto compliant swallow.